When did you come to England, Chris?
I came in 1970.
And why did you come here?
Well, I've been to the college in Chippenham. I spent 1 year there studying GCE A-level in Chippenham College.
And then you decided you didn't want to go on doing that, did you?
Well, I didn't decide. I just, broken financially and then applied for, to variate all my conditions, and I just been given permission to work in Harris's of Khan,
And that's where you stayed for the next
and
few
that's
years?
where, yeah, that's right. That's where I stayed and worked for 3.5 years.
Why did you move? Why did you change your job?
Well, I didn't change my job. It wasn't my idea, really. But because I live in Swindon, I been ill-advised by some people who, been in the community relation. They work there, and, they ill-advised me that I could change my job to Swindon because I live in Swindon.
So then you started to work at Blunsdon House?
And then I started to work in another place, actually, and then they refused to allow me to work in that place. Then I kept on trying every nook and every door to find a job for myself, see. And then at last I succeed at Blunsdon Hotel to work,
And how long have you been working at Blunsdon?
3.5 years as well.
So altogether you've been how long in England?
10 years altogether.
I see.
Or nearly 10 years.
Where do you come from originally then?
The Gaza area.
And why can't you go back there?
Because they can't send me back there.
But you do hear of deportation cases in England of people being sent back to wherever they came from.
Yeah.
Couldn't they do the same to you?
I don't think so, because I think because of the Middle East problem, and I think this is the main reason they can't send me back to the Gaza area, but they wanted to send me to Egypt, where I face the unknown, which I don't know what's going to happen to me there, see? And then another thing, see, I've been here for the last 10 years, and then you go for nothing there into Egypt. They can't afford me a job or anything like that, or a house or home to live in, or anything like that. Possibly they got lots of unemployed people in Egypt. See, there are about possibly 46 million people, and maybe you will find about 15 million unemployed of them. So you can imagine what my position will be in Egypt. They can send me.
What passport do you have?
I haven't got any passport now.
So actually
I lost my, it was a travel document, comes from the Egyptian authority, but I lost it, and I don't have any now.
So you're stateless?
Yeah, anyway, yes.
So in a sense, if you went to Egypt, they could start saying exactly the same kinds of things about you as the Home Office is saying?
Yes, I think the Egyptians made a grave mistake to say they refused and then accept, they refused and then accept. This is a childish thing to do. This is this is absolutely a load of garbage, really, when you come to think about it. How could they accept a person who is stateless? Then they can accept people from Vietnam or the Palestinian people, for example, accepted them 1.5 million or something if they accepted me. Then another ground, I fight for my right in this country. 10 years I got to fight for that. Life or death. This is for sure.
I think there are many people who are sympathetic with you, but since I've been out getting signatures for your petition, I've met some people who have said, well, perhaps he's okay, perhaps he's a nice bloke, but he's not British, and therefore he can go. What do you say to that?
Well, if I am not a British, it is not my fault, isn't it? I like to be, I think I earned my British citizenship.
How do you think you've earned it?
Well, by hard work. I have worked here in this country for 10 years, and I served and I worked. I paid tax for people who don't like to know what work is, right? And then when a handful of people play around with me like that, after 10 years you fight for death or life for it. This is a fact, tell you.
What waits for you here in Britain if you can stay here?
What? Sorry?
What can you hope to achieve here in Britain if you can stay here? If the Home Office says that you can stay here?
Well, I'll just simply carry on working. I don't like to stop work. I feel sick if I stop work. By work I feel powerful. I work all the time, keep my, self to myself, and keep myself off to be burden in the state. See, and also I am intending to get married and settle down. I don't want any more problems. That's all I'm asking.
What exactly do you do at Blunton House Hotel?
Just general work.
And what sort of work is that?
Well, general work, and I work in the kitchen myself.
So
in the Palestinian Hotel, yeah.
It's hard work.
It is hard work, yeah. Nothing is easy, really.
But you're satisfied with the conditions and everything else?
Oh yeah, I'm satisfied. You got to improve yourself if you could, but you can't just simply go and high position which you can't fulfill,
Because one or two of the comments I've heard people saying is that, well, why doesn't he want to go to Egypt? It's a much better climate than in England.
Well, you should say to them. You should say to them. They can go there themselves if you like for a holiday.
Just send Margaret Thatcher there.